Welcome to Real Time with Florida Sportsman. This week, we're bass fishing in Tavares on the Harris Chain of Lakes. This week we did something totally different. We left the saltwater and headed for the fresh. We went bass fishing. We headed up to the Harris Chain of Lakes in Tavares, specifically Lake Eustis and the Haynes Creek. This is an absolutely beautiful section of Florida, known for its giant bass. This week's guest host, Thomas, aka LC Hunter 86, he met us first thing in the morning to go over the bass tackle. Make sure we had everything in order that we needed. You know, speaking to him, he's been on the bass bite early in the morning, especially the big ones, so we wanted to get out bright and early. We grabbed our coffees and headed over to the Buzzard Beach boat ramp on Lake Eustis. We launched the Triton before the sun rose and headed to his first spot. All right, so we're in Lake Eustis, the Harris Chain of Lakes, middle of the state of Florida, about 2.5, 3 hour drive for us. You've been bass fishing. This is Thomas, LC Hunter 86 on the forum. You've been bass fishing, doing some tournaments. What do you have in store for us today?
Today we're going to start off here in the gator hole, throwing the crankbaits. As the sun gets up a little bit, we'll probably move around the chain, maybe look for some spawning bass on the beds, a little flipping, pitching.
Spawning fish on the beds, like I know what that means. I have no idea. Last time I threw one of these was 15 years ago.
Hopefully you'll find out. Hopefully.
Let's do it.
Hopefully.
All right, so 3 casts. He's got a fish.
Little guy.
Little baby. Look at that, man. There are fish here.
Sure. Hey, it's a fish. Actually.
So we got the morning warm up at the gator hole, you know, but talking to Thomas, this was an early morning spot. You know, we got the one fish, but we weren't getting what he expected. So it was time to pick up and move. We're heading to Haynes Creek. With the change of the spots, we had to change our techniques. You know, we were fishing grass and lily pads, and the technique that he'd been utilizing is flipping worms. So you've been fishing this chain of lakes your whole life?
Yeah, I pretty much grew up in Eustis. Eustis borders the central lake on this chain, Lake Eustis. So, yep, I've been out here I've been fishing this chain for probably 12 years now.
And it's made up of how many lakes? 5 lakes?
9.
9 lakes?
9 different lakes are connected between canals and creeks like this. Oh, nice big fish! Big fish! Oh! That was an 8 or 9 pounder.
Okay, you probably can't tell from the video, but that was a giant bass. First thing in the morning, that's what I needed to get my blood pumping. That thing was giant!
Barely had him hooked.
That bass just ran that bait right up on the lily pad. I guess it's better to be on a lily pad than being down there. There's one. The last one you hooked would have ate that one.
Yeah, he would have ate 3 of these.
That's it?
Like redfish.
How many spots the bass have? My turn. This is so cool. You can actually see these fish moving through the grass. If you pay attention to the grass,
seems like he's facing to the right. Get that thing on their nose. Oh, he's got it.
There he is.
There he goes.
Huh?
All right.
I can't catch him.
That's neat though, seeing him in the grass like that.
I saw that grass reed move. Fishing in this grass, I see the grass move, I throw right on top of it. Of course it's a baby, but my first one.
It's a fish.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh!
That was a good one.
Oh!
That was a good one. Well, yeah, we're using a little bit light tackle for up in that grass. But they're bass though, aren't they?
We had caught some small ones and lost some big ones, you know. But now I was finally figuring out the tackle. It's been years since I used a baitcaster and threw a worm, and it's a subtle bite, and it's a different presentation. It's different totally than saltwater. But you know what? I was getting back into my groove. That's him. Little guy?
Yeah, little guy. Little guy. Not what we're after.
Tom wanted to go check out some other spots, so we headed up to some residential canals where he's been having some great success. You know, we saw some fish on the beds, but really not much was happening, so we needed to make another move. All right, so we were in Haynes Creek. We had a little success, lost a giant fish. We're moving. We're gonna go through this series of locks here?
Yeah, we have a lock right here. It's in the dead center of Haynes Creek. It goes to the Lake Griffin side of Haynes Creek. So we're gonna try to do some flipping and pitching in the grass and pads over here on the other side.
Lake Griffin is about 4 feet higher than Lake Eustis, hence having to go through the locks. You know, but Lake Griffin is definitely not as built up or developed as Lake Eustis. The fishing continued to be slow. There was plenty of bait around, but the water was just too clear. The bass just weren't feeding. So we're on the move again, weaving as fast as we could back through Haynes Creek, back into the locks, heading back to the spot where Tom had lost that big fish earlier. I kid you not. In that same patch where Tom had lost that big fish earlier, the first cast that I flipped in there, I had a good fish on. That's her. That's her.
She was on a bed.
That's her. Big fish. Big fish.
No.
Same spot we lost probably 9-pounder this morning. Flip in there. And this one eats. That's what I saw on your post, right there. Oh, and he hooked one this morning that it made this one look small. But I'll tell you what, man, what a great fish.
Yeah, it's a good 4-pounder.
Dude, I flipped in there and all of a sudden that line just felt like I hit the bottom. Did you see me?
Yeah.
I was just like.
And I saw your rod.
You see it move a little bit?
Yeah,
I said, oh. Yeah. Because to tell you the truth, I really don't know what I'm feeling for.
Sweet.
Woo, that was the one I was looking for. Do I need to get down there and get him? Oh, don't let him jump. Oh yeah. Not quite as big as the last one, but a good fish.
Same exact spot as the last one. Get the 3-pounder. Get this thing back in the water.
So we started fishing this stretch. This is the first stretch that we fished this morning, lost a big fish. And you know, we moved and tried some other stuff and nothing, and we thought to ourselves, why leave fish to find fish? We came back to the same exact spot. We lost a 9-pounder this morning. Pulled what, a 4 and then a 3, back to back, same exact spot. That should tell you, when you find them, don't leave them. Incredible. And I'm sure there's more in there. There's a good fish. I feel like those bass guys, oh, please stay on. Oh, please stay on. But I ain't fishing for $1 million or $100,000 or nothing. God, I can imagine if this was like $200,000, what it would feel like.
That's a big fish.
Ate right into that lily pad, flipped under there, bounced it once. All right.
Hey, watch this.
Yeah, well, that's when you stay tight to them.
Nice.
God, that's my biggest bass probably since I was a kid.
That's a good 6.5.
That is a good fish, wow. That's why we came out here, Lake Eustis. What a fatty. Off he goes. Way to put me on him, man. Wow. Okay, now we're having some fun. I don't know what it is about this type of fishing, but maybe it's the close quarters, it's flipping into heavy structure. You know, I see why these guys get so excited now on TV. Every fish I hooked, I'm screaming big fish. There it is, big fish! Oh no, not every fish is a big fish.
It's still a good one though, it's still a 3-pounder.
Another quality fish. I'm on a pattern. Lily pads.
But yeah, like I said earlier, you know, out of this whole place, and all these people that fish this place, you never see anybody stop and fish here. It's one of those out-of-the-way places that people overlook.
We've seen more boat traffic come by today. It's like the through fare. You're right, nobody's fished. We're the only one fishing this area. We fished other areas today. We've tried some other spots they haven't produced. We keep come back to here, and you think with all this boat traffic it would slow them down, but it doesn't. It doesn't even seem to affect them.
No, if anything, I think it pushes them shallower.
Yeah.
Pushes them shallower up into the cover, away from the boats.
Living on the east coast of Florida, spending all my time in the saltwater, I think I've overlooked the freshwater side too long. You know, Florida is filled with freshwater lakes and canals, and they are filled with bass. As of the count,
Little guy, go home.
just working our way down. He's coming up. Nice fish. Working our way down this bank. Oh yeah!
That's a 6-pounder.
You know what? We missed a big fish this morning. We are making up for it now. What is that, about 6? LC Hunter 86 knew this area like the back of his hand. This kid had the local knowledge to show me where the bass were. From the bass fishing to the beauty of this place, I was hooked. It was because of LC Hunter 86's post that I picked him and bass fished with him. And I need your picks and your posts and your reports so I can fish with you next on Real Time with Florida Sportsman.
You're killing them, man.
Dude, maybe I should start bass fishing. Cause you know the white rods, like what is white sunglasses?
That's a good solid 3-pound fish.
I think I have the personality for it. Hit to yell and scream.
Mike Iaconelli type.
Yeah. Is this something unique to this area, the purple worms that you guys have in this lake? Oh, sorry. I don't even know what a bite feels like.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. Oh! No, I thought that was a fish. Oh, I thought that was him.